Hey there, happy Friday. So I started this video on Instagram TV, IGTV. So definitely follow me over there. There's content exclusive to Instagram. I try to make sure to post videos over there as well because some people just don't make it to YouTube. But this is the continuum from the video. Why am I constantly gaining weight and I am a pescatarian, a vegetarian, or a vegan? Why is it ever since I became a pescatarian, a vegetarian, or a vegan, I cannot stop gaining weight? I'm the biggest I've ever been, and I am totally lost. Why did I make this healthy lifestyle choice for me and it is not working out at all? So if you're interested in finding out about common misconceptions that is resulting in weight gain for you, then keep watching. Also, my dogs are pretty lively in the background because the neighbors are making lots of noises and they're thinking someone's trying to get in here. So that is Miss Lola, Princess Lola. She's like 2 pounds. She's only 2 years young. And sometimes you may hear Charles joining in, which he is a spaniel, a King Charles Spaniel, and he is 9 years young. So he's about 14 to 17 pounds, depending on what's going on. All right, so let's get into it. First things first, y'all are going to ask me about the sunglasses. These are Salvadori Ferragamo. Yeah, and got those out of Nordstrom Rack. Yep, Nordstrom Rack. And super good clearance buy, like a clear the rack type deal. So really happy about that. And then my necklace is a Cuban link. And yeah, love it. I actually picked this up out of Jerry's Pawn, believe it or not. I like going over there and seeing what they have. I actually enjoyed, there used to be a TV show, Pawn Stars, and there was also a TV show called Fashion Hunters that I really loved. You guys should check that out. People would bring in the most amazing things, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, things you can't find anymore, historic things that you just wouldn't ever think about. And so I just started going like random pawn shops, random consignment stores, and it's a lot of fun to me. One goal I have is to, next time I'm in Vegas, I want to check their pawn shops out. I mean, people go broke in there, out there gambling. I can only imagine the goodies that they have at their pawn shops, and their consignment stores. And a lot of pawn shops are selling like designer goods, selling, the handbags and the brooches and the watches and the, fanny packs and all this different stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, that's fun. So let's get back into the video and let's talk about why is it that you are struggling with your weight and you've, changed from eating red meats and you've decided, no, this is not a good choice for me. And what I'm going to do is have a primarily vegetable, plant-based, fruit-based diet, and what is going on? Well, for one, when you make changes to your diet, your body is alerted. Wow, we're not doing this anymore. They've taken this away. And your body has actually gotten used to receiving certain vitamins, minerals, nutrients from these different regularly received items that you've now taken out of the equation. So now you've said, I'm not going to do the beef anymore. I'm not going to do the lamb anymore. I'm not going to do the pork anymore. I'm not going to eat the byproducts. I'm not going to do the bacon anymore, the ham anymore. I'm not going to do the pepperoni anymore. I'm not going to do the steaks anymore. I'm not going to do the filet mignon anymore. I'm not going to, right? And so your body's like, okay, very well then. What are you going to do? And so now you're bringing in more beans and more greens and green beans, and you're bringing in the black beans and the red beans and the navy beans, and you're bringing in the lentils, right? And you're bringing in the chickpeas, and you're bringing in the brown rice, and you're bringing in, the everything, right? You're having your salads and your green leaf and your red leaf, and you're having your asparagus, and you're having your squash, your zucchini. You're having, right? You're increasing and you're having. Because when you make changes, when you strip your diet of a protein-rich element, you need to increase, right? You need to increase. You don't want to take things away and not be prepared to increase. So with that being said, hold on really quickly. Thank you, Lord, for this time together online and this opportunity to share information and be a blessing to the community. Thank you for traveling grace and for a blessed day. Thank you that we are not distracted and that we all live purposeful, focused lives on your power and your strength. Thank you for protection, and thank you for divine guidance. Thank you. I apologize. I get these, I don't even know what you call them, but I get these pushes within my spirit to just pray. And I will start shaking, quivering a little bit until I do it, and it will get stronger and stronger and stronger. And I have to stop whatever I'm doing, whether I'm in a conversation, filming a video, and I have to acknowledge God. I have to pray and thank Him, and I have to regulate my atmosphere and send those angels out to align my world with God's promises. So, that's what that was about, and I hope that it's well received, okay? Because I've got this is my 10th video since I started yesterday, and I have 25 more videos to go, and that may happen again, and I want you to know what it's about, okay? Very well then. So back to our topic. So you have to be in a position to replace, right? You never want to be at a deficiency. And I think that's where people go wrong with lifestyle changes, with and wanting to reach goals. They think, well, I'm at a surplus, so what I'm going to scale it all the way back. I'm going to take all these different things out of my world, and so that I can reach the desired weight or look or feel. And that's not real. What happens is you feel like you're losing something. And you're hungry because your body's like, cool, I'm glad you took all the bad stuff out, but I need you to fill me up with the good stuff, because I've been needing the good stuff for a very long time. And even though the bad stuff wasn't the best, it was something, and I was getting something out of that. So give me more. Don't give me less, right? So what happens when you clean the body, you detox the body, you are heightening your sensitivity levels. Your body's saying, wow, great. We're finally clear to do our thing. We're finally ready to receive the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals that we need to do our best, to live our best lives. Perfect. Now we can let them know right away when they put something in there that we are not wanting. Now we can say, wow, no, here's a migraine. We don't want that product.
Gmail. Now, American speech off.
Hold on, sorry about that, guys. The product you just put into us, we don't want that. That lotion, that cream, that vegan food, that prepared food. Guys, I always forget. I always forget these devices. Okay, so let me turn that off too. Anyway, your body's like, I don't want it. I don't need it. We did all this work to get cleaned out. We're on some new stuff, and I don't want any of that bad stuff anymore. That's what happens. So now you're just like, cool, I'm not eating beef, but I'm still going to have the byproducts of, I'm going to have the dairy products. I'm still going to have my cow's milk with my cereal. I'm still going to have my ranch with my salad. I'm still going to have my butter on my toast. I'm still going to have my ice cream. I'm still going to, and you overindulge in these things because you feel like, well, I don't have the steak anymore, or the tacos anymore, or whatever it is you were eating. I'm not having the filet mignon anymore, or the beef bacon, or the turkey bacon, or the sausage. I'm not having those things anymore, so I can have half the carton of this ice cream, or I can go ahead on and have extra serving of this ranch dressing. I can go ahead on and have you doing things that you normally wouldn't do. And your body's like, hey, we didn't never like it, but you were having it sparingly before, so we could tolerate it. But now that you're overindulging in these different things, we want to let you know, no, we never wanted this item. It doesn't work for us. Also, the food makeup has changed so much with it being such a soy-based world now. Corn, soy, modified food starch, gluten, and gelatins and are really the core of most foods that we're eating now. So when you're picking up items off the shelf, salad dressing included, condiments included, your mustard, your ketchup, everything down to the freaking pickles. You need to read those labels, and you need to find out what is in here, because I guarantee 9 times out of 10, they're allergen causing foods that will cause your body to hold on to the fat, to protect the organs, and that will cause your body to, instead of taking that food, that nutrient apart and distributing it to the different areas, different organs that it needs, right? It will take that and it's like, red flag, sound the alarm. We got another allergen thing here. Kick this to the colon. We're not going to process this. This is no good. And thus starts the process of erosion. And thus starts the process of where you're going to develop fibroids. And this is where the tumors are coming from. And this is where the colon cancer is coming from. This is where all these different issues are coming from, because your body is receiving, for one, things that are nutrient deprived. They're not food. Or it's an abundance of something that you normally wouldn't eat, because you feel that since you've made these changes and you've taken these different things out, well, it's okay for you to overindulge in these other things that you will do that your body never wanted in the first place. So, one huge misconception of vegetarians, vegans, and pescatarians is that, well, I'm so healthy, I'm doing so good with this, I can go ahead on and have the potato chips here and there. I can go on and have the wine with every single meal. I can go ahead on and have, 2 and 3 and half the bottle. I can go ahead on and have the brownies. I can go ahead on. No, you can't. The cleaner your body is, the more susceptible, the more damaging it is when you put these toxins in your body. Processed foods are toxins. There's nothing nutritional about it. You just dumped a whole, bag of toxins in your body. Alcohol is a dehydrant. It is a stimulant. And it is not to be overindulged. No. One drink, whether it's a peach Bellini, a pina colada, a mojito, whether it's a margarita, a daiquiri, whether it's Hennessy with some orange juice, whatever it is, one drink should never exceed about 1 ounce. And I am not even going to say 1 ounce. Your beverage should never exceed about half an ounce of liquor. So 1 glass, whatever, your pina colada, you shouldn't even barely be able to taste the alcohol. And then you should only have that 1 drink. If you're going to have wine, it should be in a wine glass, and it should be no more than like 2 ounces. And I know you're like, no way, no. But yes. You definitely must have a limit on alcohol when you are vegetarian, you are vegan, you are pescatarian. And it's across the board. It's across the board, truly. Smoking while vegan is not a good decision. Smoking while vegetarian, smoking while pescatarian is not a good decision. You are destroying your body immediately. And this is why a lot of people are passing away at 20 and 30 and 40, because their body cannot handle these large quantities of toxins being dumped. And most of us are dehydrated in the first place. So you have limited fluidity going on in your body. So what I'm saying is, your blood, the higher the toxicity, the thicker the blood, the higher the blood pressure, right? So most people are walking around with blood that's flowing like barbecue sauce instead of flowing like the ocean, water, the rivers flowing, right? So now you're dumping alcohol in there, which is thickening the blood, raising the blood sugar, right? And your body is supposed to be thriving, it's supposed to be flowing, and instead it's struggling, and the heart is working overtime to pump that blood, to circulate that blood, to get those cells moving, and to get that body detoxing. It's very difficult to have a bowel movement when you do not have enough fluids within yourself to maintain bodily function, system functions, and then as well as detox and pass bowels, pass urine. And this is why a lot of times people do not urinate 8 to 10 times a day. They do not have the bowel movements 3 to 5 times a day, because they are severely dehydrated, and the things that they are ingesting, alcohol, processed foods, nutrient deprived foods, items that are not food but are accepted as food, and it's locking you up and it's killing you. So your body's not in the position to lose weight and detoxify, and that is why you keep gaining weight. You have to be at a place of alkalinity, which means that your body is flowing. The toxin level is less than the alkalinity. A lot of people will replace proteins and red meats, with fungi, mushrooms, and large amounts of mushrooms. They will replace, their protein choices with tofu, soybean, and the body just shuts down. Soy is not digestible by the human body. It is not something to be consumed. Soy milk, all soy products are destructive. They destroy the body. They do not increase you. They do not add value to you. They destroy the body. And this is why you will be gaining weight. And you will not get the weight off because you keep putting more in there. You're making your tofu burgers, your tofu loaf. You're making your tofu with gravy and rice. You're making your tofu tacos. You're making, all these wonderful things. Your soybean burgers, most of your plant-based burgers, most of your plant-based sausages, plant-based chicken nuggets, plant-based pepperoni, plant-based enchiladas, all that. Read it. It's going to be soy and mushrooms, modified food starch with a byproduct of pork and beef, and you'll be shocked. You're going to go through your refrigerator, you can go through your cabinets, you're going to find out that you are a victim of capitalism. Okay? You're a victim of excellent marketing, right? Yeah, you're a victim. And this is why you cannot stop gaining weight. When your body's clean and when it's in a position of alkalinity and you're dumping mushrooms, all different types of mushrooms, it doesn't matter what mushroom you pick, it is a fungi, it is a bacteria. And mushrooms are designed for healing and medicinal purposes only, not for consumption as a nutrient for digestion. So mushroom teas are great. They're antifungal component. So if you're struggling with herpes, and of course herpes is a multitude of situations. You have herpes that comes in the form of chicken pox. You have herpes that can be a genital herpes. It can be a herpes that's around the oral cavity, so your mouth. It can be sexually transmitted, right? Herpes are so many different strains, so many different types. But if you struggle with any forms of herpes, you could do a mushroom tea that will regulate and kill that bacteria and get you back in control over your life, But mushroom has a great number of benefits when in the right space, when you are taking it in the right space. And it's not for you to put on your burger or to grill with your onions and your bell peppers and make it a fajita and, saute them and put them on top of your tofu loaf and add you some grilled potatoes with that. No. It's not. And this is what is causing you to keep gaining weight, more and more weight. Another reason why your vegan lifestyle and pescatarian lifestyle may not be benefiting you and may be causing you to gain weight at alarming rates, 50 and 100 pounds more, and you can't understand why, is because you have a scavenger, high-level cholesterol-based diet. That means that you are eating primarily shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, tilapia, oysters, mussels. Okay? You are eating alligators, reptiles, crocodile, frog legs. You are eating everything in the ocean that you should not. You are eating shark, swordfish, octopus, squid, calamari, that's really popular, jellyfish, soft shell crab, snow crab. You're eating crawfish, you're eating crayfish, starfish. You're eating conch. You're eating all of these things, believing you're living your best life. You're like, yes, anything in the sea is good for me. And yes, not even knowing all of these items are nutrient deficient and they are not food, they are scavengers, which means they are full of cholesterol. These items that I've listed are the ocean's garbage disposal mechanism. They are the recycle community of the ocean. These items I've listed, because I do not want you to take this as food. It's something's food. Yeah, the sea creatures, can eat these items, and particular ones can eat these items, but not human beings. Even though it's marketed as delicious, the commercials come across and they've got the butter sauce, and they've got the lobster tails sizzling in the lemon garlic, and they have the butter dripping, and then you've got the lemon ginger sauce and the mango pineapple sauce, and you dip your shrimp scampi in the cocktail sauce. I mean, it looks so, it's like and you can smell it and everything, and you're just like, yes. And the crawfish and all that, and you're like, yes, crawfish etouffee, yes, I'm gonna have that for lunch. Well, that is the reason why you are gaining weight at alarming rates, because you are eating nutrient deprived items that are not food, not fit for human consumption, and you have provided your body nothing to work with. You're having the shrimp, and you're having a whole plate of starches. There's no green vegetables in sight. So you're having the shrimp, and you're having your macaroni and cheese, and you're having your mashed potato, and you're having your rice dish, and that's it. Or you're having your beans, your rice, and you're having your crab legs. There's no vegetable in sight. And the bean is considered a protein, and depending on how you're preparing that bean, it can also be detrimental. So these are the reasons why you're gaining weight at alarming rates. Another thing is that when people change their lifestyle, their diet choices, sometimes they tend to skip meals or wait all day to have this one meal. And then at that point, it's like, just give me everything. So now you have a plate of mixed scavengers. You've got, your crab, your lobster, your shrimp. You've got your baked potato, and you've got your, rice casserole, bow. And that's dinner. And you've just put like 5 pounds of waste of cholesterol. You just dumped 5 pounds of cholesterol in your body, and you're trying to figure out, why is it that you are gaining weight? Why am I gaining weight? I'm only eating seafood. And I had corn. Newsflash, corn is not good for you. It's non-digestible as well. Non-digestible. It does nothing but sit in your body. And since you don't drink enough water, your body doesn't have the capacity to push it out in a nice bowel movement, because you're going to follow that up with some type of liquor and overindulge in that, and further lock your body up and keep gaining weight. So that's some real concrete reasons why you keep gaining weight. You're eating things that are not food. They're not. They're nutrient deprived. They're high in cholesterol. They're scavengers. You're eating cattle foods. A lot of people don't know what are cattle foods. That means these are foods for livestock, like pinto beans, which are also known as gut busters, and lima beans, also known as gut busters, black-eyed peas, non-digestible foods. You're eating things that you're thinking, I'm making a good decision. You're having iceberg lettuce with everything. I'm making me a lettuce wrap, and it's iceberg lettuce. No nutritional value whatsoever. Iceberg lettuce is pointless. It's pointless. Unless you're going to fill it up with nutrient-rich foods, it's pointless. Leave the iceberg lettuce at the store. Overcooking your vegetables. You cooking them, they should be done in 5 to 7 minutes. You're still going 15 and 20 an hour later. you've killed everything of value in that vegetable. So now you're just eating a mass, a clump of nothing that has done nothing for you but serve as a filler. And this is why you're gaining weight. So these are the reasons why you can't stop gaining weight, why you are the biggest that you've ever been, and you've changed your lifestyle to pescatarian, vegetarian, or vegan. You've been on this journey for months, for weeks, for years, and you can't seem to get out of the cycle of why am I not losing weight? Why am I not maintaining weight? Why am I the biggest I've ever been? Or why am I 20 pounds overweight? Why am I 30 pounds overweight? Well, this is why. If you would like to work with me one-on-one to develop a nutrition guide that will get you the life that you want in the body you desire, please do not hesitate to reach out to me via email info@vilifewithkelly.com. It will definitely be left in the description box below. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Every single thing you do in support of my channel assists the visually impaired community through technology, training, and accessibility. Please understand that I am raising and fundraising monies to open a center here in the Atlanta area to provide resources, education, and equipment to those who are not in the position or who cannot afford these services. And living life with visual impairment, who truly want to live their best lives and who want to be a part of the community. They want to earn money. They want to thrive. They want to have a personal life. They want to enjoy as much as they possibly can. And they just need to be connected to a center, a program that can provide those things to them without costing a fortune, without requiring a bunch of documents, and that truly understand and are prepared through research and training themselves. They're qualified to meet the needs of that specific demographic. So please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what video you would love for me to make next. Follow me on Instagram at VILifeWithKelly. That will also be linked in the description box below. And you can also call me Monday through Thursday at 404-549-2570. And we can get started on your blessed life. I hope this was superiorly helpful, and I'm wishing for you an amazing weekend. Tomorrow is May 1st, guys, the 5th month of the year. We are definitely in the spring season, and I'm trying to get you ready for that summer body that you've always wanted. So let's do it. See you guys in the next one.
Speech on. Viewfinder. Image. Viewfinder. Image. Viewfinder. 33 minutes. 29. Stop recording video.